action. And for the first time in almost 2 decades, we're playing here inside the Rizal Memorial Coliseum. Martin Javier, Coach Hammer, Martin Antonio, and the Benil Blazers getting a crack at the basket here, coming in at 5-3 in the competition so far. Number 2 in Group B. May misfire right away. Coach, just some expectation for this game. Parang ano to, rivalry matchup to between Mapua and Benil.
Oh yeah. And more importantly, is they need to take care of business going into, ito nga, sinasabi ko, 2 weeks of tough competition here in the classification round, because this would dictate your way going into the playoffs.
That's right, 5-3 right now. They're 1 game behind of the San Pedro Red Lions for the top spot as Inot drains the triple to open the scoring.
And he needed that. 2 straight set plays were ran for him. 2 3-point attempts, 1 out of 2 si Tony.
It's been a slow grind for Tony Inot. You know, he spent a few months away from basketball to recover from a foot injury as Liwag forces his way in. Counted and the foul for the reigning MVP.
Good early screen for Liwag. This was the first 3-pointer of Tony Inot. Pero ito yung catching in traffic. So, right off the re-screen, right there, 3 people in front of him, taking the contact. That's very difficult, catching and taking hits, finishing in traffic.
Alan Liwag, Coach, we asked him earlier during warm-ups kung kamusta na siya. Is he 100%? Sabi niya, okay na. Malapit na dun sa kanyang peak form.
But yung tinanong ko rin, how's your head? Kasi yung psychological factor na ang tagal ng layoff na. More than the timing, more than the physical aspect of it. Yung mental aspect of just being plugged in the thick of competition.
Yeah, and exactly, you're right. It happened mid-season. Kaya mas naging mahirap yung kanya road to recovery. Alright, let's take this opportunity to go courtside for the first time. Nandito si Christine San Agustin.
Martin and Coach Hammer, this right here is a full circle moment for Coach Randy Alcantara dahil naikwento niya kanina na una siyang tumapak sa venue na ito bilang Team B player pa ng Mapua noon, and back then his only dream is to play the Team A and of course to win. Alam naman nating lahat ay pareho na ring natupad. Dagdag pa niya, returning here brings a certain joy that no money can ever buy because according to him, this venue has molded so many great players and he's grateful to bring his own team here every time, hoping they too can make more stories that they can always look back on. Extra special din daw ang larong ito para kay Coach, and he's hoping to add more good memories to the vault by winning this match. All for now, back to you guys.
Thanks, Christine. And for Coach Randy Alcantara, he's not just returning as the head coach of the Mapua Cardinals, but he's returning as an NCAA champion here in Rizal.
Not only as a player, as a coach, and sabi nga sa'yo, Martin, I'm a student of the game. I love talking about history, and siguro dahil fan nga talaga ako ng NC. A lot of championships have been won here. This is hallowed ground for the NCAA. Binanggit ko kanina yung kaisa-isang championship ng Benil dito nakuha. Si Coach Randy nakakuha ng championship dito. Grainy pa yung mga videos, makikita nyo. It has that, it's a different aura.
For sure. Iba itong Rizal Memorial Coliseum, but the Blazers are blazing hot to start off this game. They're up by 8. Back to the action, an 8-0 start for the Benil Blazers. Alan Liwag forcing his way in for a basket. And then we're seeing an aggressive Tony Inot, this time setting up Liwag for this mid-range jumper.
You have your 2 best players on a 2-man action. Pick your poison na lang yung depensa dyan. Kahit na anong scheme ng mga coaches, when you have your best players doing the right decision like that, atake ni Tony, na-attract 4 na depensa, kick it out. And your best players taking care of business, knocking down shots. Ang hirap mo talunin pagka ganyan talaga.
Pareho yung mga manlalarong yun. Tony Inot and Alim Liwag involved in the first 8 points of the Blazers so far. The first 3-pointer came from Tony. Next 5 points nang galing kay Liwag. But the last basket was assisted by Tony Inot. So almost 2 minutes going by here in the first game. The Cardinals are still scoreless. They find Joe Gulapa. Nice pass. Ooh, Itura blew the layup. Tony Inot now. Running the other way. He's got a bigger defender in Itura. Inot from straight away. Inot with his second triple of the first.
11 points on the start para dito sa Benilde Blazers, and that has been very potent. Top of the free ball scheme para sa Benilde.
11 zip in favor of Benilde. Here's the flip out, recto from the top of the key. He misfires. Gulapa saves it to the wrong man, and here come the Blazers. Tony takes the pass, kicks it out eventually. They rotate to Torres, who misses, pero offensive rebound para sa rookie na si Rafi Celis. And the Blazers will reset. Shot clock, though, is down to 6. Tony! Oh, he gets the lucky bounce. Third triple down and good for Tony Inot.
Has been shooting a lot, definitely, to have that confidence to just launch it. And that was barely inside the 5 seconds of the shot clock nila.
14-0 start for Benilde, and they look to compound on that. Tony again. Inot this time takes it straight to the cup. 16-0 for Benilde. And Cyrus Netura has an opportunity to break the dry spell for the Cardinals. But how about the blistering start of the Blazers? 9 points coming from that guy. He deserves the celebration. Tony Inot has found the touch, coach.
Just knocking down shots. And this is the specialty of the house with Tony is holding the ball on an open court attack, full speed. You gotta rev it up.
Yeah. Turning on the Jets that time around after hitting 3 triples. By the way, coming in, Inot has only hit 4 out of 28 3-pointers so far in the competition. That's good for 14.29%. In the first quarter, today, he has 3 triples.
First 3 minutes and 45 of the game. 16 points. Coming off your 2 best players. And then you sub out your primary attacker who goes in. One of the most efficient players in NCAA right now, Justin Sanchez. I'll give you a nice stat. 40% from 3. More than 50% from the field. More than 70% from the free throw line. And that's efficiency for you.
For the most part, or at least the initial part of the season, coach, he was our leading scorer. Pero bumaba yan, giving way to other players to get their numbers. Tony Inot right here, getting the bounce after sizing up his opponent, and he's just having fun.
That's the best version of Tony that you can get. You're gonna enjoy.
But nobody stopping Allen Liwag. 7 points in the first quarter. Benilde is in full control, 18-0. Cuenco, ipinasok na. He bags it home for the first 2 points.
A good pull up by Sai Cuenco on the elbow.
Mapua making their first basket after 7 tries. Silen Gonzalez feeding Netura in transition.
Finally some rhythm para sa offense ng Mapua. A little tentative kanina.
This is Liwag against Edward Ryan, who's been used sparingly. Will be utilized today to guard Liwag. And that's going to be a foul against the Cardinals. So, look at this. way-through move para dito kay Liwag.
Yeah, mahirap talaga dumipensa if he's anchoring his forearm and he's putting his hand on you, backing you down.
Siren Gonzalez scoring right there. Second basket for the Cardinals. Halfway through the first. Rafi Ceres sprays to Liwag. Not exactly the best shot for Liwag, and Gonzalez with another touchdown.
That's what they do really well when they won the championship. They convert quick stops into transition baskets. This season, medyo challenge sila. They're not part of the top 5 when it comes to transition scoring.
Is it because of their defense, coach? Because, you know, they get a lot of those opportunities by playing really gritty and sticky defense. 18-6. Take a look at this. Siren Gonzalez not wasting time. You know, his first few minutes, not even playing 2 minutes on the floor. He's got 2 baskets already.
They're number 1 when it comes to fast break. Ang Mapua rather. But they're not as potent as their fast breaks last season, which is accounted more than 40% of their production last season. Coming off stops.
And here's a steal. Morales finishes on the other end, so the Blazers come up with a stop and score. I correct myself. That was the first basket of Gonzalez earlier. So it's 20-6 in the first frame. Liwag coming from behind to steal the ball. And Justin Sanchez. It's a walk in the park for Sanchez.
Good anticipation of that zipper screen na kuha ni Liwag.
Unang 2 puntos ni Justin Sanchez. Mapua has 3 turnovers already. Gonzalez off the bump, flips it up and puts it in. Plus the foul, a continuation for Cyril Gonzalez. How about the Blazers, you know, not stopping, and they continue to, well, press on Mapua, you know, put it on defensively, run the other end. Kaya naiiwanan itong Mapua Cardinals.
Saka mas magaganda yung mga nakukuhang touches dito ng Benilde in transition, coming off stops. Malaking bagay yun.
22-8. Joe Melancheta is in the game now with Matthew Oli. They swing it to Sanchez, who pulls the trigger. Not that time. Morales cleans it up. So even the activity on the glass, the Blazers are outworking the Cardinals.
Ito okay na complementary players si Morales. Can shoot from the outside, crashes the boards, plays good defense, and provides that a little bit more space para kay Allen. Saka offensive rebounder.
Can stretch the floor. Cyrus Cuenco over the outstretched arm of Allen Liwag, draining his first triple. Benilde calls for time. Balik sa ating laban. Blazers versus Cardinals. And this was the putback of John Morales. You mentioned, Coach, you know, he's the perfect complementary piece for this Benilde team as Cyrus Cuenco buries this triple.
Kailangan mo talaga ng mga complementary pieces for your team to excel. Okay, number 1, you have to have a hierarchy on your points of attack. Sino yung mga pupuntahan mo ng bola, sino yung mga spacers mo, sino yung mga ball movers, who are the guys that you can rely on crashing the boards, different skill sets, and being a superstar in that skill set, yun yung nagbibigay ng leverage.
John Morales, you saw the rebound and put back earlier, pero isa rin ito sa kanilang mga designated three-point shooters. Mapua putting on the slight pressure at the backcourt to delay Benild's offense. Ancheta. Ancheta from way out, no. And Sapasap comes away with it. Here's Cyrus Cuenco. Allen Liwag commits the foul. That's the first foul on Liwag, who has played the entire way so far. Sean O'Malley coming in for John Morales as we see this foul by Liwag. So, Coach, si Morales ang isa-sub out. That means Liwag and O'Malley will both be together, or will be together rather here in the first quarter. Ganito sila nagsimula against LPU.
Oh yeah. Sean O'Malley is a combo forward na siya eh. Kaya pwede mo nga ilagay na small forward si Sean. Not just by looking at his size, but looking at his skill. Kaya niyang dumipensa ng wing. He can control space. Saka shot blocker. Floor spacer, may tira na rin sa labas. And as a 4, he has a distinct advantage that he can post up or he can pop out. Defensively, kaya rin niyang mag-switch. So malaking bagay yan. And it goes to show gaano ka-loaded itong Benilde roster.
That's right. Mattioli. Back iron on the 3. Gonzalez to Sapasap.
2 minutes.
There is a whistle. It is loud here inside Rizal. But there's a whistle, a foul against Benilde.
And that's the acoustics for you.
Yeah.
That's the college acoustics talaga. Kaya different eh. Kung nandito kayo, the perception is a little bit wider dahil high ceiling. Kaya yung audio niya, pagka pumapalo, mas ramdam mo.
Kasi nandito, nakapaligid sa atin yung drums, yung mga cheer squads ng team natin. And we feel and hear it more.
Yeah.
Diba? As EJ Sapasap knocks in the first free throw. So, quietly, Coach, Mapua has chipped away here. This is EJ Sapasap, rookie from Tarlac. A star of the Tarlac region in the NBTC competition. 14-24 is the tally. This was as big as 18 points, the lead of Benilde when we started 18-0. But it's been a 14-6 run ever since. Sanchez flips it out. Enod, yes! That is the 4th triple for Tony Enod, and he'll be teed up.
Kanina ba siya actually open on that ball swing? But good recognition by Justin Sanchez to get deeper into that attack. Eh, no? Yung forced rotation, dalawang tao yung nakaharap, ang layo nung close out. Si Concepcion galing pa sa ilalim para close out, and that guy already made 3 triples and a little bit celebration for Tony, and he was called for a technical after that.
Yeah. So, in the first 6 games of Tony Enod here in Season 101, again, I repeat, he only made 4 triples. In the first quarter here, he has 4. So he's duplicated that in less than a quarter, Coach.
And I told you, yung rest na yun, ang laking bagay for a lot of teams. Afforded them time to be healthy. That's number 1. Afforded them to be a little bit more in tune doon sa mga tinatakbo nila. Kasi itong Benilde, ang challenge sa kanila yung pagiging healthy eh. Kasama yun eh, sa season, ebbs and flows of the season. The champion teams are the healthiest teams. Yan talaga yung, yan ang magde-determine yan.
And the Blazers have been complete for the past few games already, Coach Hammer.
They started the season incomplete.
Yeah.
So parang ngayon lang natin sila nakita na nakompleto.
Mapua with a steal, up and under, will not work for Gonzalez. And Ancheta makes the catch. Tony, who has 14 points in the first frame. Ancheta. Difficult position there. Gonzalez does not have the numbers. Gonzalez ran out of options when he attacked Sanchez and picked up his dribble. And a Cyril Gonzalez had the bigger Sanchez in front of him. He was looking at the trailers, coach.
Saka, ang bilis din bumaba ng depensa talaga ng CSB. Sean Umali was there. Justin Sanchez was there. And even if you're one of the stockier and more dynamic guards that we have, mahirap atakihin yung... Kasi 4 nung high school si Justin. Mas, yan ang kondisyon eh. Kasi Sean, ang bigat din. So, mahirap kumuha ng advantage.
And coach, both have good hands.
Yeah, exactly. Good, quick hands.
Cuenco attacks and draws the foul on Gabby Cometa, who just checked in.
This you expect from Mapua. Even if you lead by as much as 20 points, 25 points, there would always be fight in them. And that's what you want to see from your boys. Kahit na gaano kalaki yung lamang, lalaro lang ng lalaro. They would continue on chipping away.
They have full trust on this machine. As we see Clint Escamis right there beside the scorer's table, getting ready to check back in. That's Coach Randy Alcantara. This is a big moment for him as a head coach of the Mapua Cardinals, returning as a champion here in Rizal. Clint Escamis coming back in. Gonzalez subbed out. Gonzalez off the bench. You know, he's done well for Mapua. 4 points. Ancheta sends it out to Sanchez. They swing to Cometa. Drop off inside. Sean from straightaway land. Yes!
I told you, he already added that facet to his game because he's progressing to the pro game. He can dribble ever since. He can set up teams. But that outside shot makes him a different kind of animal kasi may heft na siya eh.
Vastly improved outside the shot of Sean Umali. 30-17. Final shot time for Mapua. Cuenco, drop off. Concepcion beats the clock. Perfect execution for Mapua.
Nicely executed read by Clint Escamis, giving up that ball when the big guy was dancing with him. Na-attract na niya yung double. And then an extra pass by Cuenco to Concepcion underneath.
Big first quarter comes to a close. It is an 11-point lead for the Blazers in our return here in the Rizal Memorial Coliseum. Sir Efren Jose or Paul Supan, Mancom representative of Jose Rizal University, watching intently here. Also, Dr. Lorenzo from EAC. Right beside him as we begin the second quarter between Benilde and Mapua. So, first quarter po natin, I think the biggest story there, Coach Hammer, was the 18-0 start as PJ Sapasat goes up and under for the left delay. Big start for Benilde, Coach, but Mapua caught up towards the end.
Yep, chipping away. Matagal nila nang bago nakuha yung kanilang first field goal. Pero dito, right off the bat, they went to that post up kay Sapasat against SJ Moore, and then they forced a fast break here with Concepcion. So that's a quick 6-0 run at the end of the first quarter to the second quarter.
Yam Concepcion got the last basket off the first through a buzzer beater as SJ Moore gets fouled. So Moore, who's been used sparingly, Coach.
Has all the tools.
Yeah.
He has all the tools. Ito na pala, pinasok na yung all metrics team nila eh. Eusebio, Moore,
Cajucom, yeah.
Kasi may size na guard, athletic na forwards. Kasi when you look at Anton Eusebio and SJ Moore, a little bit similar when it comes to their skill set. Very athletic, can shoot from the outside, can really attack the rims. Almost similar type of players. Si Anton lang has a little bit more height on him, and si SJ naman has a little bit more length. So it's nice to see them playing together here. Pero yung next transition pa, what's the next level for these guys? Kasi si SJ a little bit younger.
Yeah. So only his first year with Benil, but we know him in season 98. Played for the Arellano Braves. And speaking of fan time, gets a hard foul against Igliani as we use this opportunity to go back to our courtside reporter. We have Christine. Christine.
During the huddle, Coach Charles Chu reminded the team that he will be happy whatever happens to the team, but at the same time, he knows that they have whatever it takes to go all the way, but this will entirely depend on them. On the other hand, nakausap ko rin si Alan Liwa kanina, and he shared that he and Sean Umali had a sit-down talk prior to this game. Alan mentioned that Sean helped him realize that he plays his best when he's simply enjoying the game. Sinabi rin niya na ito ang pagkakataon nilang makabawi sa Cardinals, and they will make sure that this time around, it will be there. So all for now, back to you.
Thank you so much, Christine. Maybe Tony Inot also had a conversation with Sean Umali because, you know, he was having fun. He was just out here enjoying himself in that first quarter.
Yep.
And of course, Alan Liwag, major factor why Benil created that 18-point advantage to begin the first frame. We'll see if that talk with Sean, as Christine said, will work continuously. SJ Moore, nothing but the bottom of the net on the triple.
Alam mo si SJ kasi ang problema niya hindi activity eh. It's how to control and change gears. Kasi kita mo eh, he is really aggressive. It's very explosive. And offensively, he is there. But defensively, ito, yung over-eagerness niya. 2 beses na siyang pinuntahan sa post-up ni Brian sa pass-up. Kasi sa pass-up ba, mas malaki sa kanya. Well, number one, not stronger, heftier, but he can play in space. Twice he scored on sa pass-up. Twice sa pass-up scored on him. So it's just a matter of getting the details down on Pat. Yeah. Kasi, you know, 3 parts. Pupuntahan na naman siya eh. Kasi got two baskets. If you're a guy as tools as him, nobody should be posting the ball.
That's right. You know, he has the tools of becoming a star here in the NCAA as he misses from the other side. Sa pass-up on the attack. Turnover count. Mapua has 5. Benil does 2. But the Blazers will pick up a foul.
Parang ganun yan eh. Points of attack. Yun yung ginagamit ng mga coaches ngayon. So, sino yung hahanapin nila na magkakaroon sila ng advantage? Sa basketball naman, parang Jack and Poy lang eh. Kung sino yung may advantage ka sa skill, sa size, or sa scheme. Tatlo. Ngayon, nakikita nila si SJ Moore. Pinasok. 2 beses poste. 2 beses transition. Isa kay Concepcion. Tapos kanina nagkaroon ng switch. Sino yung pumount? Si SJ Moore. Pag nagsa-scramble. So coaches will try to find saan tayo makakuha ng advantage. And ako, I'm high on SJ kasi he's very athletic and he's very young. So the moment that he gets that fundamentals down on Pat, yun yung magiging super. Yun mo rebound. Diba? Tools eh. Nandiyan yung tools. Ngayon, kailangan maging pasensyoso ka lang.
That's raw athleticism from SJ Moore. And here is Gonzalez. Tignan natin. Pupuputahan niya na yung bantay ni SJ. He's got Igliani. They swing it to sa pass-up who goes downhill. Iniwas kay Umali. But that's an offensive foul called against sa pass-up.
I think that was on Igliani. Tinulak.
Oh yeah, Igliani.
So ito on that. Kita mo eh, yung younger guys would always... Ang mga mistakes nila is out of, not out of commission eh. Omission. Nakakalimutan nila yung dapat nilang gawin. And you only get that experience if you get to play. Kasi doon mo malalaman, ito pala yung feel ng laro, ito pala yung tempo na kailangan ko. Hindi ako kailangan takbo ng takbo, rat-rat ng rat-rat. Kalma. Kasi may advantage ako kahit hindi ganun kataas yung work rate ko.
Because preseason leagues practice different intensity.
Oh yeah, definitely.
From, the NCAA intensity. Umali. Kahukom buries the triple.
On target outside shooting of the Benilde Blazers. Of course, zone buster. Move that ball east to west. Tapos kailangan makashoot ka sa labas para lumuwag-luwag yung zona.
Si Josh Kahukom, yung magic bunot ni Coach Charles against LPU, had 9 points in 11 minutes. Body-to-body collision. Umali versus Escamis, and Sean picks up the foul. Pero ito, Josh Kahukom. Yun yung mga bonus na binibigay na ito ni Kahukom as Escamis went airborne straight to Umali's body.
I think it's like limited.
Still a 14-point lead to the Blazers. Clint Escamis, believe it or not, that's his first point of the game. Finally broke out of that mini slump he had with 20 points in the previous contest. Today he has had a slow start, coach. And that's what Mapua is trying to address here, because in the 3 games losing skid that they had, no coincidence that the Escamis wasn't producing at par. Eusebio misses. Ito na si Clint Escamis. Escamis, difficult shot by Clint. Had to throw it up after the spin. Jump ball situation. It's going to be Blazers basketball.
Alan Leywag.
This is that's good patiently coming from Umali. Just stood there waiting for Clint. Kasi yung pihit ni Escamis diretso dun sa posisyon ni Sean Umali.
Yep. Moving his feet was Sean.
Eusebio, yes, off the glass.
Good aggressive attack going to his right hand. Just his strong hand and just gliding and using glass for that finish.
First basket for Anton Eusebio. Daisy Recto getting ready to check in. Escamis, step back jumper, short. It is with Edward Ryan. Back to Escamis they go. Netura. That's a foul on Rafi Celis. Let's see what happened. This was the drive by Eusebio, coach.
And good reallocation then by Alan Liwag. It gets busy. The big guys downstairs. Pagka nakakuha ng driving lane and just shooting the gap on the weak side, si Liwag, it opens up that driving lane for Anton Eusebio.
40-point lead for Benilde. Balik sa ating laban, Sir Frank Gusi Jr. from Perpetual. His team has the best record so far.
That was a good game.
Ooh.
Going into that break. That was a good game.
3 OT.
Could have went either way.
Yeah.
Ganda ng larong yun.
Sir Melchor Divina from Mapua University, the chairman of the NCAA MADCOM for Season 101. If you guys missed out on our last day, parehong maganda yun. Parehong epic yun. It was an upset by San Sebastian over Letran in the first game. And then, Perpetuals and Beda, battle of #1 teams, went to triple overtime.
It's better than advertised, man. That game was better than advertised. Yep. Expect natin hard, pero it wasn't that hard.
Yep. And could be a preview of, I don't know, the semifinals, finals. Ang ganda ng tinatakbo ng mga teams na yun.
We'll see, but we have a lot of things that have a lot of things to say about that idea.
We still have a couple of weeks before we wrap up the classification round. We end it November 19, and then we go to the play-in. So, one play-in game for each group.
5:27.
Okay.
5:37.
5.5 to go in our first half, and the Blazers are still in control.
Oh, it's nice to see ang daming mga students in Benilde who are attending the game because it's near.
This is walking
campus.
distance. Yeah.
And it's also nearer to Perpetual compared to our other venues, di ba? Parang Muhuway mas malapit, pero ito lapit din sa kanila.
Even Mapua, malapit din sa kanila. Intramuros lang.
Yeah. Actually, karamihan ng schools natin malapit eh.
True. So, if you're around, if you're in the area, and you want to watch some NCAA basketball, you know, not necessarily you're from these schools, as a spectator, as a fan, please drop by.
Parang ang furthest dito is JRU. No? JRU ang malayo dito.
Silang malapit sa Piloile. Yeah. 41-28. Bulapa is forced to go out. Liwag against Recto. Cometa. That lob was for Liwag, but it was too high.
Yeah. Wembenyama lang makakasalo ng ganung pasa. Ang taas.
Masasalo yun ni Wemby.
Oo, sure. One hand pa.
Yeah. Almost halfway through the second quarter. Mapua getting stuck in this situation as Gonzalez misses the teardrop.
Shrink talaga yung depensa dito ng Benilde. Congested sa loob. Ang hirap makakuha ng points in the paint for Mapua.
And if they need to score from the outside, Coach, they haven't taken a lot of shots from the outsides here.
And they're one of the worst teams when it comes to outside shooting. They're near the bottom, or if not at the bottom, but they're the top team when it comes to points in the paint. Ayun, perimeter scoring nila, they are dead last. Under 20 points a game.
Wow.
And they are scoring 43 points inside the shaded area. So definitely mag-shrink. Ayan, nakapack the paint. 4 na tao.
And if you're facing a Benilde team that has a deep front line, as Nietura finds a way to score.
Ang terminology nga ng mga coaches, kailangan mong duguin bago ka makakuha ng basket sa ilalim. Ganun kasikip yung depensa ngayon ng St. Benilde.
And again, this is one of the best front line, not just offensively, defensively as well. Kasi ang haba ng team na to at ang daming players na pwedeng balasahin. As Joe Bulapa, newcomer for Mapua, gets the whistle. Ito si Cyrus Nietura working on Justin Sanchez.
Kasi alam mo, Mart, yung lineup nila may 3 first 6 pang volleyball. Kasi yung 6-man nila, pwede.
Yeah.
Kasi Brad, yung nasa dulo ng bench nila yung Daha. He's really a good shooter. Bonda is really a good shooter.
Pwede pa rin yan.
Oo.
Si Ernest Daha.
Tsaka Jericho Halalon is also there. So, and those two guys are just bidding their time. Kasi darating, bata pa yung mga yun eh. SJ is not getting a lot of work. Antonio Eusebio. So, ganun kalalim yung squad nila na wait your turn eh. Ganun talaga sa college eh. You have to wait your turn and you have to be patient.
But for the Blazers, you know, you can argue that they're even stronger this year than last. As Liwag gets fouled. Offensive rebounding.
And Benilde is one of the teams that has a big rebounding differential. They're +9 when it comes to games. They are near the top of the rebounding averages. I think they are number 1 yata sila this after the break. I got to check. They're number 2 when it comes to rebounding. So, ang kaibahan pa nun, pag tinignan mo yung rebounding averages, okay, sige, mataas yung average nila. Pero yung rebounds ng kalaban nila, they're always +9. So, yung rebounding differential is a big part of the game. Because if you're rebounding better, you get more opportunities again.
Yeah.
A defensive stop ends with a rebound. Another offensive possession starts with an offensive rebound. So, if you're at an advantage right there, parang 1/4 of the game, you're taking care of na eh.
Yeah. Sabi nga sa Slam Dunk.
Oh.
Whoever takes care of the rebound takes care of the game.
Yes.
Diba? Pasensya na po sa reference.
Panahon natin.
Panahon namin po yan, ano? Dito yan, umere sa GMA,
Naman.
sa Kapuso Network.
Okay.
Diba? 43-30.
Saka mas may diin yung Tagalog, no? Kaysa pag
Meron.
pinanood mo na Japanese.
Iba.
Iba eh.
Iba yung pakiramdam tsaka yung experience as Mapua turns it over. And this is not looking good for them. Already 6 turnovers for the Mapua Cardinals. Doesn't sound like it's a lot, Coach Hammer, but those have been hurtful turnovers for them.
Yeah.
Especially trailing big here in the first half. Sanchez, Morales, wala pa rin. Kahukom gets another chance for Benilde. Torres, layo nun. Morales, the pull down, wala pa rin. Maybe a 4th try here. Sanchez repositions, draws air, and finally Mapua comes up with the board. Gonzalez, no. Cuenco, no. Here comes Torres going the other way. Kahukom, yes!
That's a tough transition for both squads. It's dinudugo.
Yeah.
Dinudugo bago makakuha ng basket. But you gotta box out Benilde because they would be attacking the offensive boards. And they have dogs to get that board.
Even Josh Kahukom is getting an extended run here for the Blazers. Is hustling. Ian Torres came up with the ball and then found Kahukom on the break. Benilde re-establishes their big lead. Oh, fan cam tayo dito sa Rizal. Daming pumunta mula sa mga schools natin dito. And we're seeing a lot of Benilde fans here.
Yeah.
Siyempre, nasa Taft area tayo. Walking distance from their school. No reason for them to miss out on the action.
Actually,
Except
lahat ng schools, one ride away.
Yeah.
Pag
If you think
sumakay ka
about
ng LRT from Intramuros, ando doon ng LPU, ando doon ng Letran, ando ng Mapua, ang lapit. San Beda, isang sakay ng bus, LPU, Perpetual rather, isang sakay ng bus.
Okay.
May umiikot doon. Iniisip ko eh. Ang JRU, iniisip ko ilang sakay papunta dito eh. Pagka magko-commute ka.
Siguro dalawa. Depende sa tatahakin mong ruta. Bubus ka
Stop
muna.
and shop, no? Iniisip ko eh. Pero kasi may trend na ngayon eh. Ang laking bagay ng ng may access ka sa LRT. Tsaka MRT. Lahat lumalapit eh.
Pag pupunta ako sa Taft dati, halimbawa galing akong Katipunan.
Okay.
Dulo ng LRT2,
Oo, sakay ka. Tapos, baba ka ng Doroteo Jose.
Doroteo Jose. Tapos mag-Vito
Hindi ko,
Cruz ka.
hindi ko na tatanungin kung bakit ka pumupunta ng top.
May mga kaibigan ako.
Okay, okay.
Yun lang. Yun
Hindi ko na tinanong ha. Hindi ko na tinanong.
Yun lang yun. Ano ko na. Sinabi ko na.
Pinifigure out ko kung
Okay.
paano pupunta yung mga NCAA teams dito
Oh, pero ingat po kayo kasi medyo maulan sa labas. Sa Liwag, umiiling pa yung Allen Liwag. You know, it's been too easy for him here in the first half. He's got 11 points and 9 boards.
And this is where Allen Liwag is at his best. Offensive rebounding and crashing the boards. Because this guy is 240 pounds, 230 pounds. And he's very athletic. Remember, he is a wing player. And he was converted as a 4 or 5 nung dito na siya sa Benilde. MVP. Pero, ang pinakamahirap is yung full head of steam, iba-box out mo siya. Dahil busy yung big man mo na isa na bumabantay, nagko-contain ng attacker. And then you have Allen Liwag crashing the boards. Madaling sabihin, mahirap gawin.
Yeah.
9 boards.
Yeah, 9 rebounds already for Allen Liwag. Continuing his stellar play since returning from dengue.
Saka bro, pagka ganyan ka, pwede ka gamitin 4 tapos may tira ka sa labas. Madali kang mag-convert sa pro eh.
You know, teams are salivating
Oo.
for this player.
Mga kwentuhan namin nila Kuya Willie Miller. Pagka si Liwag yun, kumikislap yung mata ni Kuya Willie. Kasi this guy is a triple from Cuenco.
Yeah. 48-34. Approaching the final minute of the first half. Oh, nice hustle coming from Basti Reyes. Former Letran Squire, Sebastian Reyes.
Good hard show to Active hands. Active hands right here. Just look at the left hand right there. Good job on the big guy.
Remember this guy, I don't see Reyes played mostly as a 4 or 5 when he was with Coach Allen Ricardo. 48-34. Vegas Camis only has 2 points here in the first half. Hasn't made a shot from the field. Sapasap drives, attack Sanchez. Nowhere to go. They go to Reyes this time. Putting on the pressure on Liwag. Doesn't make the basket. And it stays with Mapua as Morales couldn't handle the ball. I think that was a good drive by Basti Reyes, coach.
And it was right inside the shaded area. He got a drop pass. Wala ka nang gagawin dun eh. Kailangan catch and finish. Or kung meron tao sa corner, pwede mo i-kick out. Pero nasa scoring spot ka na, madala ka makakuha dun.
Yeah.
So, you gotta make do.
Here's Clint. And they will wait.
Wait, wag ka babayan.
Laki nyo. Oh, ganda naman nun. Sapasap puts it up and in.
Good up and under move by Sapasap. Sapasap hindi tinatangkaran, pero pag nadala ka ni Earl dun sa ilalim,
he knows how to
mabigat eh.
navigate.
Mabigat din siya. And malakas yung katawan.
10 seconds. Sanchez. Ancheta. 3 seconds to shoot. They need to take it. Sanchez. And that's how we will end the first 20 minutes of action. In our return to this historic venue, the Rizal Memorial Coliseum, the Blazers are up comfortably at the half, 48-36. We'll be back for numbers. The story of the first half, maririnig nyo mula sa amin. At syempre, we have performances from our cheerleading squads. All of that when we return here in NCAA Season 101.